twisted triangles. So these again are proportions. That little squiggle right there tells us that they are similar, which means they are proportional. So let's take a look at solving this. A problem again with these triangles is that though they are similar, they're not oriented in the same direction. They're actually twisted. So like we did in the trapezoid problem, let's untwist these. So I'm going to redraw them both just to simplify things. I am going to put this B here and this A at the top and this C down here. From B to A, I had 9. From A to C, I have X. And from B to C, I have 21. I'm going to do the same with the little red one. I'm going to draw it in the same order. Alright, so I've oriented my large triangle as ABC. So I need to pay attention to the note I was given here, how the ABC matches. So if I have A at top, B here, and C here, then I need D, E, C. A, B, C, D, E, C. So now I'm going to take a look at this little triangle and place the numbers. From D to E, I have a 3. From E to C, I have Y. And from C to D, I have 8. Now that I have untwisted those triangles, they are oriented the same way. The matching sides are in the same spot of each triangle. I can ignore the original. I am going to take some time to get to know these. I'm going to label one big and one small. You always have a bigger and smaller shape. It's a good basic label to use. I am being asked for step 1 of this problem to find the X. So here's my X. I should be asking myself, what side matches X on my other triangle? Well, the 8 is the side that's in the same place. Okay, let's see what else we have. I have a 9 here. What side matches the 9? And then one more. I have a 21 here. What side matches that? And we've got our Y. Because we're finding X, we're going to avoid this 21 and Y for now. On the next step of this question, they're going to then ask you to find Y. So in that case, you will use this. But for this step, I'm going to avoid this fraction of 21 over Y or Y over 21. That leaves me the blue and purple here. Anytime I set up a proportion, I start with the letter they want me to find. So I'm going to create a fraction with X and its matching side 8. You can do X over 8 or 8 over X. I'm choosing to do X over 8, and I'm going to label. I pulled the X from the big triangle, so I'm going to put a B to help myself remember. And I pulled the 8 from the small triangle, so I'm going to give it an S just to help me remember where it came from. Now that I chose to put my X on top from the big and my 8 on the bottom from the small, I need to find a set of matching sides that has numbers for both the big triangle and the small triangle. That is this blue box here. We have a 9 and a 3. No letters going on. It's just 2 straight numbers. That's what we want. So how do I know which to put on top, the 9 or the 3? I look to what I did before. I chose to put the side from the big triangle on top. That means I'm going to do it again, the side from the big triangle on top. I put the side from the small triangle on bottom, so the matching side to 9 is 3, and that will go on the bottom. The setup is handled. Now we solve. Multiply your numbers that are diagonally opposite each other. divide that answer by the number diagonally opposite the letter you don't know. So my answer will be x equals 8 times 9 divided by 3. This again is an example of a problem that I can simply reduce and be done with. If they don't reduce, generally in this proportions, usually you would leave it in fraction form, but check what the directions say. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So my answer would be 8 times 3. And we talked before about that being a 1 on the bottom, but when we're talking about numbers, we don't write the ones unless we need to remember they're there. 8 times 3 is 24.